happy Halloween, or in America, the day before Halloween. It's time for a little bit of Halloween celebration fun. And you know, there was a poll on Twitter, and the poll on Twitter was some different games that we could play today, and y'all picked Bird DnD, but spooky. So we're gonna warm up a little bit, chat a little bit, and then we're gonna play a game. Also, happy birthday to my mod, Hannah Combe. Because today is birthday. It is both the best and worst possible birthday because it is connected to the best holiday. But it's so close that you're going to have trouble getting people to come to a party. You might as well just make it a costume party and have it on Halloween and then demand someone bring you a cake. Apparently, our craft Halloween is in another 43 minutes. About 2 hours for Mitchie UK, who is in the UK. Yeah, that's right. It's already Halloween for They Might Be Scientists over in Australia. While we're saying hi to chat, hello our craft and Get to Know Nature, and Shayana Serene. Who has a plague mask for going outside during the pandemic and has shared it with chat. Now, while we're warming up, our craft has made Hannah a birthday present. As you may know, because you've been here before, we do foolish things in chat on this stream. We make up animals and we make up stories about them, and I've spread it. I've spread it like a new species entering a new habitat to Hannah Combe's art streams, because I am a terrible influence. And one of the outcomes of that is a mimetic invasive species, as they might be scientists. Yes, one of the outcomes of that is that the sheep guana was joined by the Dimetra goat. The Dimetra goat is probably exactly what you're thinking, and is, to quote our craft, one of the stranger breeds of this strange species of livestock. Is the McGill Dimetra goat. While it was first bred in the northwestern coastal plains, small flocks can now be found in many places across the continent. A typical meat breed adapted to temperate regions, the McGill has a stocky body with relatively short legs and tail. Its scales are bright yellow, darkening to a light brown in old age to match its coat. The sail shows faint hexagonal markings, but is otherwise small, fleshy, with the meat of the back reaching about halfway up the spines in a well-fed individual. Still, the McGill's most promising distinguishing feature is the third horn growing from its snout. For this reason, bards and other persons who wish to appear more learned than they are will sometimes call the McGill the Tricerat Dimetra goat. All this does, however, is unmask them as the witless fools they are, for although it may seem to be a horn to the casual observer, this facial adornment is in fact a tooth that has grown in a most peculiar manner and is therefore more properly called a tusk. That is the first 5 of a string of 21 story tweets about the Dimetrigoat, including, but not limited to, a reference to the time we talked about narwhals in chat. I refer you to hashtag Dimetrigoat if you would like to read the whole thing. I did not have time to pre-read it, so I don't know if that was the most interesting part. It was just the beginning. But I thought it would be a good warm-up because what we're going to make you do, chat, is we're going to make you think. Because today is Spooky Bird DnD Halloween celebration. No, says Honeycomb. Don't worry, you don't have to think a lot. You just have to think enough. It's a fun party game, everyone. Thinking will be fine. Don't worry. So as usual with Bird D&D, we sort of pick birds and then we sort of pick, in the D&D classes, we dress them up. We come up with little bits of backstory and little scenes. So my thought here is that, oh no, Tomcat9899 says, think on my day off, heresy. I told you to think of this as an improv show. I'm gonna need suggestions from the audience. They might be scientist says the caffeine has not hit my bloodstream. Fair, I feel the same way. I'm drinking tea right now. Then again, I'm always drinking tea during streams, so that's not any different than usual. Let's start off with something easy, because that'll get you kind of rolling. Let's start off with bird species. Bird species that you either really like or that you find particularly Halloween creepy. We'll just make a list of them. You don't have to think too hard. Just birds. But pelican, good. Pelicans are a little creepy. If you've ever watched one in the weird that 2 of you have already said pelican. Wow. I did not know that chat chat is afraid of pelicans. Chat has seen a pelican and they were distressed. They might be scientist is afraid of them. Honeycomb says, have you seen a pelican stretch its mouth against its own throat and turn itself inside out? Because they can do that. And Mitchie UK says the most horrific thing I've ever seen was a pelican eating a pigeon. Okay, I get it. Pelicans are terrible. Pelicans are the horrifying monster of birds. I was unprepared for that answer, but I accept it. I accept it as a fair answer. Part 1 of our list will be a pelican. As soon as I find a brush, I'll use chisel. Pelican. Then we had some other around the pelican horror. We've got black eagles, which are also apparently terrifying. Tomcat9899 afraid of black eagles, but does not find pelicans weird. Possibly Tomcat9899 has not been around pelicans often enough. I don't know. But we've got black eagles, pelicans, let's scroll up because I feel like there was one. Oyster catchers, that was the one I missed. Oyster catchers. Mitchie UK says featherless chickens, which I'm gonna write down, but I'm warning you, I'm probably not gonna draw. Although I don't know, maybe that's a good zombie, a good like Frankenstein's monster slash zombie version. Wedge-tailed eagle. given chat's reaction, I'm just gonna put a star beside pelican because chat's still freaking out about pelicans. Anacomb says a headless chicken, although that just kind of makes me sad. That's not, I mean, we could take the head off of a chicken and make it a chicken zombie, but then you just mean chicken. It might be scientist says perhaps the only eagle in the world that makes the American bald eagle look like a pansy. The wedgie is named for its distinctive wedge-shaped tail. That's in quotes. I don't know where it's in quotes from. We've successfully gotten Get to Know Nature to be afraid of pelicans. Good work. Peregrine falcons are pretty scary up close, says Tomcat9899. Fair. I'm gonna write down Shrike. Although we've done a Shrike spooky scary thing before, we could always do Shrikes again. Shrikes are horrifying. The Might Be Scientist says that thing about wedge-tailed eagles is in quotes from TV tropes. New. Loon. Oh, loon. Golden eagles. Golden eagles are kind of like, I don't know, the werewolf of birds. Just a little or maybe a dragon, I don't know, big, massive, intimidating. Butcher bird. We've already done a shoebill. I know shoebills are horrifying, but we did one fairly recently. So I think this, unless anyone has any particular odd outliers or they feel they haven't had the chance to name one, this feels like a fairly good list to start with. So if we're feeling pretty good about pelicans, black eagles, oyster catchers, featherless chickens, you can't see the look I'm giving you, Mitchie UK, but it's there. Wedge-tailed eagles, shrikes, loons, golden eagles, and butcher birds. Then that feels like a solid list to start. Okay. I'm just gonna label my columns for the sake of organization. Shauna Serene having some network errors. Yeah, I'm not getting any errors broadcasting on my end. Doesn't look like I have any slowdowns. And I do, and I have the stream open to confirm. It's delay. It's on about a 20-second delay visually, 10-20 seconds, but it seems to be doing okay. All right, it's time for our second list. Our second list is spooky. So now I need things, monsters, scary things, Halloween things. So ghosts or skeletons or necromancers or witches or eldritch horrors, you know, those things. I guess I just sort of made a list for you. But you know, the classic Halloween sort of, ooh, ghouls, that's a good one. Banshee. That's very appropriate for birds. Pumpkins. I'm going to put turnips next to it because we all know now that Halloween turnips exist. Oh dear. Black cats, bugbears, and student loan bills says they might be scientists. Student loan bills is too real. It's too horrific. I can't introduce that on stream. I got black cats. Our craft says Bird Scooby-Doo. That's fair. Actually, that's we're gonna do that the second column we're gonna do. That's the third column because I can't count. What? I want to delete a word. Come on, be nice. There we go. Because I've put it. Oh, because I've put it on the. Because I didn't make a new layer. That's on me. Situations will be the third one, and I'm just gonna add Scooby Gang over there. Right, where let's see, where are we? Honeycomb says the modern news cycle. Also hashtag too real. Spider webs, okay, good, spider webs. Where things. Ooh, coffins. I'm gonna add zombies because of the chicken. I'm pretending that Mitchie UK said zombies. Is what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, just Eldritch Horrors in this. Oh, good, Eldritch Horrors in the sea. That's for Pelican. I can tell. Let's pretend that was legible handwriting. Carnival. Oh, I like that Carnivale situation. The Carnivale situation. Ooh, illegible messages on the wall. Good one, Hannah. Red rum, red rum. Okay, that's a pretty good list of spooky. You can always toss stuff in there. Yellow. Oh God, the yellow wallpaper is a truly uncomfortable story. Everyone should read the short story The Yellow Wallpaper. In fact, if you go on YouTube, there's a pretty good recent reading of it that someone did. Let's see if I can get it into chat. Just pitch other people I like. Little reading done of it live for charity by a really good reader and performer. So if you wanna get your Halloween shivers on with feminism and the plight of women's past, the yellow wallpapers for you. Also, Honeycomb says deep regrets personified as gay icons such as the Babadook. Well, that's a lot to write down. I'm gonna. Shanna Serene says cussed quilts. Yeah, cursed is what I was. I'm just gonna say cursed objects. And then blanket. Hannah Combe says, that's okay, I just wanted to remind people of the beauty of the Babadook meme. Fair enough. Oh, the scary lamp on Chip's Twitter. Yes, that was distracting. I've posted a foot lamp where the fire comes out the big toe and the toenail's gone, and it makes me uncomfortable in like a my foot hurts way. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good for spooky. I think we need situations like Scooby Gang, like Carnival. They can be silly. They can be terrifying. They can be like corn maze or whatever, you know. In fact, I'm gonna write down corn maze because I'm haunted house. Alien spaceship. Oh, xenomorph. I'll put xenomorph over in the spooky section. Alien / sunken ship is what I'm gonna put because, you know, who knows. Windswept moors. The cry of a hound in the dark. Yeah, nice, good. Oh no, liminal space between life and death. I don't know how to draw that, Hannah. It's like asking me to draw the void. Oh, now I've just, my mind, I'm sorry, everyone, my mind, when Hannah said that, spun into just an automatic hate-filled rant of Ad Reinhardt. And I apologize. I apologize in advance. For that. It's not your fault. Art history did it to me. Ad Reinhardt, Adolf Frederick Ad Reinhardt, is an abstract painter active in New York, beginning in the 1930s and continuing through the 1960s. He was a member of the American Abstract Artists and was part of the movement centered around the Betty Parsons Gallery that became known as Abstract Expressionism. That's just me reading Wikipedia about Ad Reinhardt. Ad Reinhardt. Ooh, Dante's Hell. I'm writing that down. Sorry. So here's the thing. We had to read a long, poorly written essay by Ad Reinhardt about what true art was. This was like 20 years ago, and I will die mad about it. That's how frustrating that essay was. Just, you know, just to explain. Basically, the summary of it, from my memory, is you need a very specific studio space to be a real artist, and also the only real art is me painting a canvas black. Hello, Pepe Silva, who asks, how do you stream your desktop onto Switch? Well, without going through a whole tutorial, you require something like Streamlabs or OBS that will let you set up a stream that will stream specific programs or your entire desktop. Oh, Graveyard, that's a good one. Good work. Good work, Mitchie UK. And Hannah says, oh, a dark train in the middle of a murder mystery where one by one, each subject and investigator is offed. You're welcome, Pepe Silva. There is probably some pretty decent like YouTube tutorials or something about setting them up, but that's the basis of what you need to know, is that you need a separate program. I've been informed that I don't have to say Mitchie UK very quickly every time. I could just say Mitchie. That's fair, but like, I don't know, it rolls off the tongue in a weird way. Oh right, I was writing down dark murder train. But I had to read the actual comment because it was excellent. A Bob Ross painting inhabited by lost souls. Haunted Bob Ross painting. I'm not sure if that's a situation or a spooky thing. I'm gonna leave it under a situation. So I apologize for my Ad Reinhardt tangent. Art history facts. So this is good. I feel like we've got a really good list here. So we've got pelican, black eagle, oyster catcher, featherless chicken, Cordelia poster. I'm gonna write that down just because it makes me laugh. A wedge-tailed eagle, a shrike, a loon, golden eagle, and butcher bird. Oh, yeah, you should add quail. You're right. You're right, Janicerine. What were we thinking? And then for spooky, we have ghouls, banshee, pumpkins, black cats, spider webs, were-things, coffins, zombies, underwater eldritch horrors, illegible messages scrawled on the wall, cursed objects, and xenomorphs. And then for situations, it's Scooby Gang, Carnival, Corn Maze, Haunted House, an alien ship, a sunken ship, windswept moors, Dante's Hell, specifically no one else's hell, Dante's, it's very well described, a graveyard, a murder train where all the suspects and eventually the investigator die one at a time, a haunted Bob Ross painting, and the Cordelia poster. And then They Might Be Scientists adds a Pickman's model type painting, which is a reference to a Lovecraft short story. Which is about a painter who creates horrifying images. To read the plot synopsis on Wikipedia, quote, his works are brilliantly executed but so graphic that they result in his revocation of his membership in the Boston Art Club. So that's horror paintings. And as always, when we bring up Lovecraft, it's important to point out that Lovecraft was a terrible person, and we've reclaimed the things he's made up and turned them into our own as punishment for him being a terrible person now that he's dead and can't stop us. All right, now here's the fun part. I mean, that was pretty fun. I had fun. I hope that you had fun. But now we're going to have to pick some favorite combinations. I thought about doing it at random, but that seemed a little bit less enjoyable than having sort of a discussion to purpose. So let's start with a combination that's pretty simple. I'm gonna make it red. I'm gonna go pelican, and then eldritch horror, and then this is like the game of Clue. You need a bird, a spooky, and a situation. And then I'm gonna go with sunken ship. Honeycomb says, wait, I think you just wrote the same thing twice. Yeah. Well, look, some things just make sense as a combination. So, suggestions for groupings. A bird, a spooky in a situation. A bird, a spook in a situation. Picking from our excellent list. While you think about it, I'm gonna Google some birds that that you may not have an immediate image of. Start off with, here is an oyster catcher. Can't see my list, I guess, if I have the oyster catcher on screen. But there's an oyster catcher. I'll look up wedge-tailed eagle because I'm not immediately familiar with them. Visually, I mean. They are from Australia, so of course they're more eagle than other eagles. Okay, Shrike Coffins and Graveyard and Shrike Banshee Corn Maze. Both of which sound fun. Okay. I'm gonna stick with Shrike Coffin's Graveyard because I prefer Loon. I prefer Loon, Cursed Object, and Dante's Hell. And then, ooh, Oyster Catcher, legible messages on the wall. Excuse me, and the Cordelia poster. I see what you're thinking there. That poster does show a lot of wall. Ooh, Quail Zombies and a Haunted Bob Ross painting. Good one. That's not how one spells haunted. Loon Zombies Corn Maze, says Joseph1100. That's also a good one. I was hoping someone would use that corn maze. And loons sort of fit in corn mazes, don't they? Black eagles, black cats, and a windswept moor. I feel like that's someone's sort of modern paranormal story. And a windswept moor. Okay, we're getting a pretty good list. I'm about to move us on, unless anybody's got any more excellent combinations. We obviously don't have time to do literally everything today. But just thinking about the ideas, I think will be fun anyway. So, no, Hannah, not pelican, pelican, pelican's mouth. That's not... Ooh. Golden eagle. I'm gonna have to move this up here. Golden eagle, Dante's, hell, and banshees. That's not in the right order for all the others that I just did, but whatever, that's fine. And featherless chicken. Featherless chicken is Shep's fault. I mean, not that it exists, but that I know about it. That all of you know about it. Zombies. And a haunted house. And then a wedge-tail eagle, a graveyard, and spiderwebs. Because Australia. True. In Australia, spiderwebs are actually scarier. Oh god. Wedge-tail eagle, xenomorph, Scooby Gang. I'm terrified of everything about that sentence. That collection. Okay. It's this is our new master list. Now it's time to, let's say, pick the top 3. Turn to blue. Uh-oh. Rockcraft is on the positive side. I figured out what featherless chickens are for. I just assumed science. Because can't come up with anything else. Or anything specific. Meanwhile, MusicBot says kill your darlings. So, spooky. Kitchen Nature says, oh, I assumed that they're easier to eat. Hannah Combe says, are they for owners who are allergic to chicken down? We're very, yeah, none of us know. Either the answer to this is going to be a punchline or a real answer, and I'm kind of up for either. Kind of up for either to happen. So let's see. I'm gonna rank my favorites, and you can see if you agree with me. I'm really excited about the murder Cordelia poster. I'm excited about it because it does the other side of what we did. Oh, Arcraft, it's a good punchline too. Arcraft says, see, when someone tells you the dinosaurs are less cool if they have feathers, show them a picture of a featherless chicken and say, so, you think this looks less silly? Nice. So anyway, I like the illegible Western in the Wall Cordelia poster combination because I feel like we already took the Cordelia poster and made it into the poster, the movie that the poster was always meant to be, which is a period romance with a lady with a whip. This is kind of the opposite. This is us actually making a weird version of the poster that's creepy. This is us actually making a creepy poster out of the Cordelia poster. So I'm a fan of that one, especially. I am. Let's see. I'm a particular fan of the loon and the zombies and the corn maze because I like corn mazes. And let's see, my third favorite. That's tough. The rest are all, I mean, they're all really good. I think not the Shrike because we've done a Shrike Necromancer already. And that was great. Dante's Hell is excellent, but a little bit ambitious. We've used zombies a number of times. I think I'm gonna go with mine because I'm a jerk that way. I think I'm gonna say that my other favorite is the Pelican Eldritchor. The Pelican, as I look up chats, like the Pelican one. Yeah, Quail though, it's a see. Here's the thing. I like the Quail and the zombies, but I prefer Corn Maze. So that's kind of, that's my, that, yeah, what I might have to sort of combine loon, quail, zombies, and a corn maze. I might have to kind of squidge it all together. Like, I think I'm gonna have to just nudge that in there. So those are my preferences for what I think are the most fun. Now, chat, you have the opportunity to convince me otherwise. You have the opportunity to shoot me down. To try and talk me into a different one. Archive, it's not like adding quail to anything is new here. That's fair. It's just gonna put quail zombies there. Just nudge them in there. So now is your opportunity. Mitchie UK and Shiana Serene think that these three work. It's your opportunity to argue me out of them, or to Jussim1100 agrees with my life choices, or at least these choices. Good. Okay. Feels like we're good. Feels like there's no one in chat who's saying but what about the featherless chicken, Sarah? Why have you left that out? We all know why I've left that out. It's funny until you have to draw it, and then no one wants it. Nerdling365 says Pelican is my favorite so far. Excellent. I like that one, but I also invented the combination to start everyone off, so I'm cheating by liking it. I think my favorite is Oystercatcher, a legible message on the wall, and Cordelia poster, because I am never not going to find everything about the Cordelia poster funny. It will always be funny to me. For me, that internet moment will never die. Which I realize is not true of internet moments in general. Good. Good, we have a plan. And I am going to carefully separate these out. Onto their own special layer. Now, to facilitate doing these in a timely fashion, we aren't going to do the final ink. I'll get a final ink done. I'll put them up for patrons, but we're gonna stick to sketching. Instead of trying to do a fully finished set of 3 inked illustrations, so that we have time to get to all of them, because they deserve to be gotten to. And while I am not the most speed drawer, I'm fast enough. Nerdling365 says if we go with the Cordelia poster, will the Oystercatcher be the male or the female. I think they might both be oyster catchers and a male and a female. Because of course. But it's gonna, I think, yeah, like, that's right, exactly. I mean, Nerdling365 says that's kind of perfect. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna do poster satire, you should do all of the poster satire. And let's see, oyster catchers come in a variety of colors. And by a variety of colors, I mean different amounts of black and white. I don't actually... know if there's gender dimorphism in oyster catchers. Or if they are the same. I think they might just be the same. So you won't know. Evolve comes in to say, where quail? We've got quail zombies, actually. Is our plan. Arcraft calling back to the Photoshopped movie poster. Obviously one of the male's feet has to have distorted toes. So here's my, okay, you know what, I'm gonna sketch it, and then I'm gonna take a quick break to make some tea. Because I'm out of tea. But, so here's my thought, right? You got an, I need oyster catcher images here. Mitchie K wants to know, do I have a set time I will stream for tonight? It's always about 3 hours on Friday, unless I get super excited and just accidentally meander on. So it's usually from 3 till 6. If I start more than like 10 or 15 minutes late, I will go later. So if I start at 3:30, I'll go to 6:30. But it's meant to be from 3 to 6. So obviously, sort of one of the oyster catchers is like pressed against a wall. And, you know, all folded up there. And then, of course, let's see if we can get the wing. Does the wing work like that? Maybe. Alternately. No, I actually have a better idea, I think. What about if foot? What about if foot instead? What about a foot instead? Because so here's my, hang on, it's a little bit high. Move that foot down. Because here's my thought. My thought is, hang on, my thought is I need to open the Cordelia poster. Have that just sitting around for reference. Don't you know? So then, it's like a little bit open, a little bit of fluff. You know. Oh, let's see. I need to toy with that a little bit. Yes. Preening. Okay, so maybe let's see. So my thought is then that what we're gonna do is spread sort of her wing out, and instead of being like a direct thing, instead of specifically holding the arm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what has happened. I've made the, so instead of holding his arm, what we'll have is, I need the neck to bend a little bit more because I need the bodies to be a little bit closer together. That's fine. Bird necks will do what I want. Instead of let's trying to make bird feather hands always. We're just gonna make I feel like his eyes need to be closed for this. I feel like uh-oh, what are we not encouraging? Video of mating oyster catchers. Oh no. Oh dear. What have I done? Just runes and blood. I'm looking up an image. Oh good, that's what I needed. I'm surprised that worked, but what I looked up, I Google image searched runes in blood, because how many watch lists can a person be on? So that I could just invent some illegible writing. You know, as you do. It's obviously in blood. This one's a bird footprint. Oh, Music Boss got 13 as my favorite prime. Trying for a little bit of Halloween. And then down here we're gonna write just a quick reference. It's writing red rum, obviously. Should he be writing it backwards? Well, whatever. It's clearly a Halloween. It's clearly a Halloween joke. Just keep adding some horror shapes. You know, as you do. Where did all that blood come from? That's an excellent question. Who knows? Some blood spatter. Oh dear, there's still chat's still talking about that oyster catchers mating in the parking lot. So there's that. There's that going on. All right, back to oyster catchers. Now that I've got blood runes. Let's now that I've got blood runes, says the artist. Everything will be fine. Oh, let's see. The original poster. So actually, I think we're gonna leave off that. We'll put this. This kind of unbalances the thing. We'll leave off that because in the original poster, it's wrapped around. She has one leg tucked up, you know, as you do. And this leg needs to be shifted back. Nope. It needs to be balanced. Oh no! Now we're making fun of the sand. Star Wars and sand references. Okay. Now let's see. I need to move some of these runes because I need to put that there. Yes. Because I need to get that doorway. We gotta have that full reference. Full reference going on here. See, the Cordelia poster though cuts off kind of here. So I don't know. I think we're gonna Yep, okay. Basically like that. The legs, that's it. Like you have to, like the legs kind of have to. It needs the legs. It's true. Because the legs do make it funnier. I can't argue that point at all. Okay. So, I'm gonna... Oops. Just gonna make that large, and we're gonna clean up the sketch a little bit. Just because it deserves to be a little bit cleaner a sketch, I think. Fix some of the obvious flaws. Get a zoomed in picture of an oyster catcher. Get that. Get them sort of correct. Also, angle issues of, you know, this should actually be like here. They have a sort of a less pointy, slightly blunter end. And apparently I'm inking without having meant to. Just because I got Mr. Natural out. It's like that. That's more oyster catcher. Oh. You didn't tell me to save. Don't worry. Now I've saved. It's okay. Everything is fine. Wouldn't want to lose this this absolute work of art. Here you go. Just sharing that with the group. Hannah Combs says, and then you were banned from Twitch. No, it's perfectly, that's perfectly acceptable bird wrestling. It's perfectly fine. Guess Nature says, "Oh no, we have fallen down on the job." I'll let it slide this one time. Just this once. I will let it slide. Thanks, Evolve, for the subscription. Timed directly to the questionable behavior of oyster catchers. Just it's all connected. Remember how I said I wasn't gonna ink things? I was just gonna clean up this sketch, and then I started inking things. Remember how that happened that one time just now? Not quite right. No, that bit was right. It's this bit that I didn't get quite right. The bottom gets thinner, but it doesn't, yeah, it's the same length. It's a little bit thinner than the top bill, but then it gets like that. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. Shanna Swin says everyone gets a free pass on Halloween and adjacent days. I don't know if that's true, but I'm innocent, I tell you, innocent. In fact, I have to say that I think as a chat, as a group in general, we've been shockingly family friendly in relation to everything involving the Cordelia movie poster. Which, yeah, there we go. Make it a little bit evil. Which we didn't have to be. I think that we've done an admirable job of creative innuendo and double entendre. And I'm proud of us all. But especially you. Especially you, chat. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we have to dress them up. They're Bird DnD. They have to be wearing shirts. What's the appropriate garb for gold star for us, says Kitchen Ranger. Yes, I'll get a gold star. What is the appropriate garb for what's going on here? I'm gonna leave. I've decided I'm gonna leave the bill here on top of this because it's a little bit more intimate. It shows a little bit more intent. Fancy vest, yes. Oh, sarongs for seabirds. Jerkins and swords. Let's see. We've got sarongs for seabirds, fancy vest, jerkins and swords, and Regency clothing, I suppose, which is not the strongest endorsement. Regency clothing, yeah, if we get to Regency clothing seems challenging. It's Halloween, so it's got to be cloaks, but cloaks kind of obscure the details. And that's not ideal. The original poster is very. We'll just bring that up for a quick second. It's very ambiguous in terms of time period. I assume it's meant to be modern. I assume. They're now vampire wars. Yeah, they've sort of become. It's sort of become a vampire movie. A little. And Nerdling 365 says the legs have got to be visible for the joke to work. Absolutely. It's we've gotta and we don't historically Bird DnD has been pantsless in fancy vampire clothes. Okay. Fancy vampire clothes. So I'm gonna say what layer is anything on? I'm gonna say, how many layers do I have here? Good. I'm gonna say a cravat. Oh wait. I need to get his feathers ruffled there. Get his feathers ruffled. Oh dear. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Let's just look at Showstream, she likes the sarong idea. I'm looking at. I feel like they just don't like. They're. I kind of agree with Nerdling 365 in that like this area just really needs to be visible for it to be like it. I don't know. It makes the joke kind of. Okay, we're gonna do. We're gonna do an experiment. So cloak kind of over the shoulder. And then for this dude we'll have not, you know what, like not an ascot with like a pin. And a vest. What about hoodies? It says Joseph 1100. Loving the expression of Mr. Oyster Catcher, says Mitchie UK. Yeah, I'm impressed with how well it communicates what's going on, weirdly. I was like, is this gonna work? It sort of does. I need a little bit more. We'll just give a little bit more smirk here to the lady. So I don't know, cloak and ascot. That feels sort of a vampiric, but not a direct. Hoodies, but we could always make it like proper modern horror. This line needs to go down a little bit. Nope, not on that layer. Cool, that's fine. Fine. Just gonna erase some lines here. Am I going to erase those lines? We'll see. I take it back. I'll leave them for a second. Let's do feet while we're here. It's a good image of oyster. Perfect. Just a good close-up of feet. They've I was not thinking, but they've got, of course, shorebird feet, which means no back toe, really. That the feet sort of spread like this. I think that means no back toe. Let's see if I can find more. Oh. I have accidentally stumbled across a scientific paper called "The Study of Career Decisions: Oyster Catchers as Social Prisoners," and I don't know what to do with this information. I'll be honest. Not certain what the takeaway here is. Just it's chapter 8, it says. It's a 78-page PDF. It's about, I believe, the Eurasian oyster catcher. Look, if you wanna find out what Google image search has told me, learn about oyster catchers. Learn something with me today. Is it the thing you expected to learn? No, probably not. I'm gonna just erase this whole foot because I don't like it. But, I mean, does that, you know... probably fine. Well, that angle is weird and broken, and the foot is too small. Just let's undo everything a second time, shall we? What we need is sketches. Yeah, that was what we needed. Unfortunately, now we have to take it and tidy it up. But at least it answers the question. Oh, I killed chat with my scientific PDF about oyster catchers. So oops. They Might Be Science says also, I have a tonic review if people would like. It can't be less exciting than it can't be less exciting than the career decisions of oyster catchers, chapter 8. Yes, tonic review. Ooh, the tonic review is Fever Tree Lemon Tonic Water. I'm sorry, Evolve, that you started reading that document and now are picking pieces of your brain off the desk. I don't know, just a warning. Read random scientific studies I found on the internet at your own risk. Be careful. I certainly didn't preview it in depth for you. I just said what and linked it to you. I wash my hands of the trauma that may result. You have been warned. Evolve says don't even skim. Alright, Fever Tree Lemon Tonic Water. The label says made with natural flavors including lemons from Sicily. They Might Be Scientist says, I got this to drink straight, in quotes. Not that I do anything straight, let's face it, but it's alright, They Might Be Scientists. None of us do. I'm trying to replace sugary drink consumption with fancy tonic water, says They Might Be Scientists. How is that going? How is just gonna cover these toes in blood while we chat. Well, while we talk. I just gonna cover this in blood. You know, as you do. They Might Be Scientist says that their attempt to replace sugary drinks with fancy tonic waters has gone well. Shauna Serene says that paper is not my field, and I got bored of it 1.5 pages in. Yeah, I didn't, and as I said, I did not preview the content, but my suspicion is that it's very specific. It was the title that got me. It was such a we've given our paper a clever name sort of title. I didn't really know what to make of it. It was quite the thing. So the lemon tonic actually works really well as a drink by itself, says They Might Be Scientist. It tastes kind of like US-style lemonade, but also with a tonic flavor. The lemon and the tonic go well together. It isn't overly sweet nor overly sour and bitter. So I guess it protects against, so it prevents scurry as well as malaria, but also is genuinely enjoyable to drink. It's not as nice as the grapefruit tonic, but still very pleasant to drink. Just tuck that leg up. Get this leg in there. Tail feathers, gotta have tail feathers sticking out here. I actually think that this needs fixing. Oops, no, it needs to kind of go up here. Get rid of that. Extend this bigger knuckle, or I guess hock, knee, ankle, whatever this bend is of the birds. Evolve asks, is car park attendant a popular career decision for oyster catchers? Harkening back to a previous conversation. Shauna Serene says they were trying to cross the fields of biology and social engineering for a stochastic review, or for a stochastic view. They Might Be Scientists continuing on the tonic water information. The lemon tonic comes from the grocery store and is easier to get than the grapefruit tonic, which has to come from the liquor store. And they think it would make a very nice cocktail with tonic gin and country time lemon powder, which they're worried counts as blasphemy, which is honestly what I was thinking when they mentioned country time lemonade powder. So, fair enough. All right, we're just about done here. We gotta get that other hand around, maybe. Nah, it doesn't really work. It muddles the visual. this out of the way though, and then pop to this layer and sort of clarify what's going on here. Because cravat. Sort of cravat. Ascot. Is that what that? I think it's an ascot, is what it is actually. Unsure. Might be scientists attempting to explain their reference to country time lemonade powder as a weird slice of nostalgia. And Shauna Serene says childhood flavors for expats can be difficult to reach. That is true. It is. Just about done with this one, and then I'll take a quick break to make some tea, because you can probably hear in my voice what's going on with smoke, allergies, and my throat. Should close that whole window. Oh no. Now, Mount Olive pickles or gas stations. Gas station pickles. Oh dear, gas station pickles. No, no, no. I have fond childhood memories of Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what my nostalgia. Kentucky Fried Chicken and their hilariously salty biscuits. Angela's Folly just joining us. Heaven help them. We've done the Cordelia poster as a Halloween murder scene. To explain for people who joined us after the initial improv session that we did at the stream, we made a list of Bird's spooky things and situations. And then we created a list of combinations of those and picked our top 3. And our top 3 are Pelican, Eldritch Horror, Sunken Ship, Oyster Catcher, Illegible Messages on a Wall, and Cordelia poster, and Loon, Quail Zombies, and a Corn Maze. So we've started with the Cordelia poster, because it's just it was too good a callback to like other streams, and I was far too amused by it to let it go. All right, let's cover some things in blood. You know, as you do. Ooh, you know what this calls for? Hang on. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Just get a little bit. Get the sort of texture and splattery bits in there, and then we can come back with back to Mr. Natural to touch it up. Oh, good. Angelus Folly says, "I love it. Good. I'm glad that you've arrived at this special moment." Hang on. I need to tidy some things up. Good. Just gotta do that illegible writing on the wall, you know? Make it properly illegible. Scrawled on there. A little bit of dripping, you know. There we go. Yep, bird footprint. And then, yeah, our red rum joke. Got to make sure that that gets in there. Can't leave that out. Yes. And turn off that sketch. And there we are. Get that vest squared away. This is a thing of great beauty, also horror, but mostly beauty, says Mitchie UK. Red rum, purple gin. Yeah, this is I wanna touch up the what layer is I know. Good, yes. I wanna touch up the cloak a little bit here. You know. And then, oops. The underneath bit there. There we go. Get to know nature says I will never look at oyster catchers the same way again. It's fair. Our view of them has been changed forever. This may be the crowning achievement of this stream. I don't know if the other ideas, while amazing, can top this amazing combination. Yes, I have just saved. Thank you, Shanna Serene. This combination of Bird DnD, Cordelia poster, and murder. I don't. It's too much. Oh, I could reuse the wallpaper. I could, you know, that it does kind of need. It does kind of need like like a delicate pattern. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave the blood as the wallpaper pattern. I feel like I don't want to detract from whatever's going on there. Just it occurs to me that I need to just a little blood on the floor. Just a little. Okay. That, I'm just going to take another screenshot of that. So this is the thing that's it's a thing that we've done. It's a thing that's happened. It's a thing that we've made together. You and I. Chat. And on that note, I'm going to take a short break to make more tea so I can continue to talk words to you out loud on the internet. When I return, we will approach the next. In fact, I'm just gonna make it bigger. Just gonna expand the canvas because that's what happens. Talk words to me, says Hannah. Yes, I'm going to talk words to you. I'm gonna close the Cordelia movie poster, and I'm gonna find my break time banner. Put that there. And then rearrange our list. So that you can see the two that are left. That's what's waiting. Get that in there. There we go. Perfect. Saved. Break time. Be right back. Look forward to the Loon Quail Zombie Corn Maze and Pelican Eldritch Horror Sunken Ship. We'll try and get through both of them. We got about an hour. I got too into the Cordelia movie poster horror, but I have no regrets. I will see you in a few minutes. While I'm gone, discuss what kind of deep dweller Eldritch Horror pelicans encounter and or are. Or name the Cordelia poster oyster catchers. Either or, both. Have fun. I'll see you in a minute. Thank you for waiting. I'm back with tea. I don't know why I announced it in that voice. But here we are. Ooh, Arcraft's idea. The Pelican is part of a group investigating a sunken ship. Suddenly he feels a scratching in his throat. He opens his mouth and vomits forth the eldritch horror. That's actually... I like it. I'll take that under advisement. And Shauna Serene is working on... Ooh. Quite the quilt. Lots of crazy piecework. Can I get that? Can I get that on the stream? I can. Some epic quilting. Honeycomb, still angry at Pelican, says alternate idea: the Pelican was the eldritch horror the whole time, and no one was surprised. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a really amazing quilt, Shauna Serene. Really excellent quilt work. So. Let's just, Cordelia Oyster Catchers. I'll just name that. Wait, what? And that's, okay. Just starting a new series of layers for Peldrin Eldritch the Pelican Eldritch Horror Sunken Ship. Arcraft says, that's the twist. The Eldritch Horror emerging from the Pelican's maw is also a pelican. Oh dear. So here's what I'm thinking. Believe it or not, I have a plan. I have an idea, anyway. It's also not a small, simple idea. I'm not sure why. I was like, we should do 3 whole scenes. It'll be fine. But I wanted to get as much in there as possible. But let's try for the sketching still. So my thought is cormorants. Cormorant, I guess cormorant is the proper pronunciation. And I will tell you for why. Because they look cool underwater. And because pelicans actually look terrifying underwater. In case anyone's... Here's a good one. Here's an excellent image. An excellent image by a photographer named Greg Lecoeur. But that's badly mispronounced. I will link to his website for you, as I always do. But I thought this was I don't know how these images were achieved, but they're pretty great pelican underwater images that remind you that pelicans are in fact eldritch horrors. Just copy that. I'll drop that photographer's website into the chat for you. This is your reminder, chat, to credit people whose images you show, link to, and retweet. Don't forget, this is their job. So pelicans are horrifying underwater, as I said. Yeah, their mouth expands in like the creepiest way. It's just very. It's just very horrifying. Oh, this one's amazing. This one's just a poster you can buy on Fine Art America. But it is. It is all of the horror. It's by Twee de Roy. It's just on one of those websites that sells posters and stuff. So, pelicans, both charming and eldritors. Guess Ranger says, okay, now I understand the pelican fear. That's right, I've just spread the pelican fear to everyone. Nerdling365 said, wow, with so many ellipses that I think I broke them. I will show you fear in the form of pelican. So, where's my cormorant? Yes, my diving cormorant. So, just by contrast, diving cormorants is just a bunch of just the general image search. They're just such a streamlined, deadly looking shape. And so my thought, y'all, is that what we have is our hero is a cormorant with a spear. How do their little legs go? They kind of tucked back like that. You know. All smooth and streamlined. This actually needs to be longer, I think. Oh, Getty Images has a video. I love it. But I can't show it to you because it's, I'd have to pay a license fee to broadcast it. But that's fine. I'm an animator, so I like seeing things move. So, yeah, all folded into one streamlined shape. Diving, obviously. I can, you're right, I can drop the link into chat. Enjoy this excellent short video. Oh, Hannah is, I will draw what I thought you were suggesting you will up. Do it, Hannah. Gannets are also great, says Arcraft. Gannets diving are also really cool. Yes, I just, it's the, I like cormorant, I need to, oops. I like the sort of, the long head and neck of the cormorant. There's just something about the bendiness of the shape. So, diving with a spear, and then, of course, oh no. Oh, let's see what Hannah has. There we go. Just give you that whole. Ah. Why does an evil laugh? What? Aaron McGurd says they might be scientists. Hanicombe, you are a treasure. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. This is beautiful and exactly what we all needed. I'm saving it to my desktop. It can live next to, and in fact we brought out the Cordelia poster so I can, it's still there. It's living next to your friend and mine. The weird-handed Regency Silky Man. Selkie Man. It's a thing that happened. The male Selkie with the ridiculous thumbs. Exactly. Exactly. Now. Now. Just add you to this bunch of images. Keep everything open. Good. Because then what I feel is happening is that he's diving to meet. Let's see if I can do this horror justice. This is gonna be a trick. Right here. Making this making this visual work. Just let's see what we can get it to do. Had to minimize your window chat. There you are. Because then I think what's happening oh man, pelicans are weird. His No, that's too much. I say it's too much. Is it though? Is it ever too much? Just there's a pelican. These are lines. This is the neck. This is the pelican body. Pelican feet. He's paddling. Because out of his pelican maw is coming an eldritch horror. Need to rearrange this slightly. Let's get some some grasping, a mass of grasping tentacles is what we're doing here. Reaching for our hero. Out of the maw. This one's more of a squid tentacle. No, I'm not going to explain why. It just feels like it should happen. Yep, squid tentacles, perfect. Oh, it's gin time, says Rcraft. With the following choices from the Breaks Distillery, we have their base gin, the barrel-aged reserve gin, the soccer team themed one. Thanks, Rcraft, for saying soccer instead of football for us Americans who took your sport and gave it a different name. And the cannabis gin, the water gin, and quote, summer love. Also, quote, Wagon 22, a gin based on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Well, now I want it to be Wagon 22. That's my vote. There's a vote for winter gin, which is a fair vote. Rcraft says, no, you bought even more gin. Shut up. No, you shut up. Got a lot of, okay, people, I have the power because I'm the one with the audio. But I am pleased that I'm getting some agreement in chat about Wagon 22. Look, the Trans-Siberian Railroad just seems extra, you know? Just it feels like the right tone. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. I don't know when I get copyright stricken for singing. Just can't wait to get on the road again. That's probably not enough to get me in trouble. Besides, if I change the words, it's a transformative satire or something. I'm a professional artist. I know copyright law. I don't know enough about copyright law. Oh, Shanna Serene saying what I was just thinking, which is, oh heck, we didn't do the murder train drawing. Yeah, exactly. They might be scientists' satires, fair use. I just should have made up more words about Siberia. Drinking vodka with friends. In my parka, drinking vodka with my friends. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Maybe. That's Siberia, right? Parkas and vodka. Feels right. So we're not gonna ink this over the we're getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, this is clear, and this is sort of done. Because I want to get to the next idea. But I do want to make sure that this idea is fully developed enough. That it's clear what's going on, you know. Ooh, Shanna Serene says my favorite parody of that song is On the Woad Again. Just can't wait to put on the woad again. How They Might Be Scientists says, happy Yuletide fic season. Thanks to everybody who linked me on Twitter to the information that that the Cordelia movie poster is an official category. To those of you who suggested I should write something, no, I'm not a writer. I do pictures. Other people write and I do pictures. I like telling stories, but I'm much better at talking to you than I am at writing words in a coherent group that tell a whole story. I'm good at paragraphs and short poems. And apparently, singing satirical songs. But I'm not a writer, fanfic or otherwise. I sometimes try, and I get as far as maybe 2 paragraphs or an outline, and then I remember that writing is hard and work. But yes, it is true. They might be saying, it says, but there will likely be a lovely harvest of fics for that fandom this year. And I can't say I'm not looking forward to seeing people turn the Cordelia movie poster into the romance novel it's clearly trying to depict. Yes, I appreciate the unearned confidence that the folks who suggested that I write something have in my non-existent abilities to tell stories with words instead of pictures. But nope. Not my wheelhouse, as they say. Maybe says scientist says, you are a good filker though. Not fic, but filk. Google it, friends. Google it like I Google every time anyone uses an abbreviation in a text message to me. Every day I'm a little surprised I remember what LOL stands for, honestly. Oh no, they might be scientists. I may have wound up on some FBI watch lists for some Googling I did for my lock-in fanfic. I do a lot of educational and sort of like nonprofit advertisement animation. And the things I have Googled, friends. Various kinds of guns and ammunition. I Googled arms disposal once. I am certainly on some watch list somewhere. But they don't know what to make of me. I Googled rocket launcher one time. Just rocket launcher. Did a whole deep dive into different kinds of rocket launchers. It was important for a thing. There might be scientists that had to come up with a plausible reason for FBI agents to be on a stakeout, apparently. And they did not know what the FBI actually did. Yeah, the other thing that I recommend considering when you Google is that I have Safe Search sort of permanently turned off because art, and sometimes I need Google to not question my decisions. But every once in a while, when you have Safe Search turned off, you Google something that you thought was innocent, and you realize you've made a mistake. Things to consider. Oh no. Shadow Strain points out, would it still be the FBI in Australia, or do they have a different department? The Might Be Scientist says that it was a fic for John Scalzi's Lock-In, which is in the USA. And Shadow Serene wants to know which watch list that means you're on. Honeycomb, picking a game for writing, says it'd be fun to do a writing exchange where everybody just gave lists of favorite tropes instead of specific fandoms. So yeah, that would be, on the one hand, fun. On the other hand, I feel like part of the reason that people enjoy doing fan fiction is because they have to put less work into the sort of whole of the thing. Instead of creating a world and a bunch of characters and everything from scratch before you start writing, it's already there and you can just do what you want with it. You've skipped a step. You can just get to the actual practice using the words part. Dreadful Bunny, hello, says, ooh, this drawing is looking great. Yeah, we've got, there's no sunken, I've realized there's no sunken ship. We can, I guess, guess we'll have a mast here. Makes perfect sense, I swear. And some barnacles. There, it's a sunken ship. Look, I did it. I followed the rules of my own game. Follow the rules of my own game. Made a sunken ship. Everything is fine. Dreadful Bunny says, I'm following an October prompt and I keep breaking all my rules. Yeah, it's easy to break your own rules, isn't it? Honeycomb says, some people have been pointing me towards MZDS, but it looks like something that would absolutely consume me whole, so I'm wary of it. That's fair. Dreadful Bunny asks if we are combining things up. So what we've done, I'll scroll back up to the top here. What we've done is I got chat at the beginning of stream to give me some lists of birds, spooky things, and situations. Then we made a bunch of combinations of one bird, one spooky, and one situation. And we picked the top 3, and so far we've completed the combination oyster catcher, illegal messages on illegible messages on a wall, and Cordelia movie poster, a chat favorite, and now we're doing pelican, eldritch horror, and sunken ship. To answer Evolve's question, it is a broken mast, but I guess that's unclear. To be fair, my stab at perspective with it receding into the background was bad. Oh, good. Dreadful Bunny says it looks like it's meant to be a mast, so someone's catching me. Angelus Folly, a Shrike would have been, says a Shrike would have added an entirely different spin on the Cordelia poster. Yeah, I feel like a Shrike would have been, there would have been more murder. Like, even more murder. Dreadful Bunny says, oh fun, I might steal that idea next time. I need a drawing prompt. Yeah, it's I've tried to come up with some games for chat to play for Halloween, and I put a poll up and let everybody vote. And the games that I put up were Monster Mash, Bird DnD Horror. This is Bird DnD Horror, or Build a Witch. So the idea was that each one of those, I was going to have sort of chat give me 3 different categories of things, and I was going to squish them together, either monster bits or like a witch type of magic location at the familiar kind of combinations. Next year, I might do all of them on a big Halloween lead up, because I do like Halloween. And I might do all of the games. But yeah, I recommend it, Bunny Dreadful. If you ever don't know what to do for a stream, or need some prompts, I fully recommend asking chat to tell you what to do. All right, our Trans-Siberian Railroad Wagon 22 gin review from Artcraft. The botanicals are juniper and sea buckthorn as the dominant flavors. I don't know what sea buckthorn is, but that's cool. I will now Google it. Well, not now, in a second. Additionally, fir needles, marjoram, dill, thyme, sage, dog rose, yarrow, willow herb, amber, a plant, not the fossilized tree sap, chamomile, European rowan, barberry, mountain ash, melissa, star anise, caraway, galangal, which I don't recognize either, angelica, and mint. That is a lot of fancy, interesting botanicals. I am very curious how it tastes. Does it taste like Siberia or a railroad? Okay, I'm gonna leave this a bit blurry, Gonna take a minute to fix up our cormorant, and then because we're starting to run out of stream, and we don't want that because we've got to do a corn maze. We've got to do a corn maze. Corn maze with zombie quail. We can't leave without the quail. But just want to touch up our cormorant here. Our hero. Our undersea hero. There we go. Oops, did not mean to rotate that. Get our little flipper feet in there. Oh dear. Fate accomplished shows up, says, "Hi, I'm Soust. This is cool. Is that a tentacle?" Yeah. Just scroll down there so Fate accomplished can see what I've done. It is tentacle. It's an eldritch horror pelican versus a cormorant with a spear. Get Your Nature says, "This is quite a stream to experience, even while sober." And also, yay to Jen. Fate Accomplished says, "There was a lot of Jen, and I can't find the Roku remote, so here I am." Well, I'll take it. I accept your accidental Jen-based viewership. There's Jin here as well, says Arcraft. It's true. We've just started our special Arcraft Jin review of Wagon 22, the Trans-Siberian Jin. Good. I feel like this is, I mean, as done as it's gonna get. Just turn that off briefly. Move this foolishness up. Save. Take a wee screenshot for the internet. The horror that is Eldritch Pelican. I'll leave that there for a second. Save. Pelican, no Pelican. Oh, fait accompli. The puns have started. So we've got 15 minutes. We'll go maybe 10 minutes late. So let's say we've got like 20-25 minutes. We've done Pelican, Eldritch Horror, Sunken Ship, and Oyster Catcher, illegible message on the wall, Cordelia poster, and now it's time for Loon, Quail Zombies, and a corn maze. So. Oh, Warcraft says Cormorant. No, Cormor attack. I realize that I'm pronouncing. It's Cormorant. I don't. Cormorant, Camerant. It's definitely not Camerant. I don't know. Sometimes my East Tennessee accent sneaks into words, and I don't realize it. Right, zombie quail. It's time for zombie quail. This is important. We have to get the zombie quail in before we're done. so just or pelican is the name of that layer. New layer. A loon zombies, a loon quail zombies in a corn maze. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll just say okay a few more times. Okay. Now here's the thing about loons is that they kind of just live in the water. Like, they don't ever really go on land. So, what is a loon doing in a corn maze? Like, clearly it's a trap. And Overseas Puppy is demanding walk time. Good night, Anna Overseas. Thanks for joining us for Halloween games. They Might Be Scientist has a cow D20. Which now we should all see if that's a thing that you can share. I want to know what that looks like. Okay. If you were a loon, the bird, I feel like what you would be doing. Okay, first of all, you would have a very specific head shape. But then I think There Might Be Scientist says, but also the pumpkin dice I got for them are adorable. Aw, pumpkin dice. Let's. Oh, everybody! It's a cow. It's a cow. It's a cow and a D20. It's oh, cow. That is adorable. That is so cute. So okay, I'm debating. I'm loon debating. I kind of want to get that like shorebird like forward, like aggressive forward flap, you know, where they've got their. The problem is then what in the world? Because that's the thing you do in the water when you're a loon. So what in the world do I do with the loon legs? And like the loon tail? Can I fake it? Can I? I feel like I can fake it. I feel okay about my faking it. Let me know, chat, if you disagree. And perhaps think that I can't fake it and that things have gone horribly wrong. But I'm going with it. Oh no. We've brought up dice and Honeycomb is here. These were very pretty, I must say. Some very pretty dice. And yes, the everything.dice link does not work. Okay. So rather than fleeing, I'll flip you that way and hope that it doesn't ruin everything. Loons also have red eyes, which is good times. Red eyes and tiny pupils. In fact, it's so much fun that while I'm here, I'll just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna scroll up chat. There it is. Right. I was gonna say I think I missed the actual gin drinking. Swarcraft says anyway, gin. It really does sort of taste Siberian. Hang on, I gotta scroll. I gotta pause. I gotta pause scroll here. How do I pause? That should be fine. It really does taste I don't know how to pause. I'm just gonna hold it. It really does taste Siberian. It is slightly herbal, but mostly tastes like the sort of berries you'd expect from the tundra. Not very sweet, tart. Be glad you get anything, berries. Grown by no-nonsense plants in harsh climates. That's an amazing description of a type of berry, Arcraft. And I know exactly what you mean. Not very sweet, tart. Be glad you get any flavor at all, berries. Grown by no-nonsense plants in harsh climates. Juniper and sea buckthorn, dominant flavors. I've already read the full list, I think, there. Margarine, dog rose, and Yare are interesting additions. Oh, that's right. I was gonna Google galangal, which I don't recognize. Then I didn't. Right. While we're back to drawing things. We're just, we're just a loon attacking some zombies. I'm gonna take some liberties now with the pose, obviously. Because this is Bird DnD, so the loon is a paladin, of course. Or cleric, could be turning undead. As in turning away the undead, not becoming undead. It's a complicated and confusing spell. Argrap says yes. You repeated the botanicals for fait accompli, and yeah, that was me reminding myself of what I'd done. At a certain point midstream, the words that come out of my mouth don't settle in my brain anymore. It's a little bit like there's a part in the back of my brain that just turns off, and then I'm not sure what I said later. So sometimes I have to think back and remind myself so I don't just repeat things. It's important to check in with my brain every now and then, make sure that we're on the same page. Right. Okay, we've got that. We'll figure out the paladinness later. Maybe a chainmail coat. I don't know, maybe not. Because what we need is zombie quail. What kind of quail live near loons? Bob whites? Maybe? Oh, but it's a farm. So maybe the zombie quail are domestic quail. Maybe. Maybe the zombie quail are Asian domestic quail. Wagon 22, the Trans-Siberian Railroad Gin makes nice gin and tonic, says Arcraft. And says, I seriously love this one way more than I expected. Absolutely recommended if you can get it. So that's I always like it when the gin turns out to be better than expected. So I think, let's see, they're gonna be a horde, so it's gonna be smaller. We'll go with now how do we make it a zombie? Chat, how do we make a quail? How do we make a quail into the shambling dead? What is it? What is it that makes a thing a zombie? Just rotting feathers. Yeah, like is it chat, I think I'm gonna have to do something drastic. I think I'm gonna have to Google images of dead birds. Just to give myself some ideas. It's the feathers that are the problem, because it turns out that dead birds just look like birds in weird positions. Is the thing. I mean, they're obviously dead. They don't look that different. Until they've been eaten, or they've been there for a while. Arcraft says, ooh, have several and put the one in front in the outfit from the Thriller video. Oh dear. So okay, I've got some thoughts. I think we can have like scruffy bits sticking out, you know. Also sort of those blank eyes that scare Shep. blank empty eyes. You know, like you have. Oh, the Shining Sun town theme is so friendly and cheerful compared to what we're doing right now. Let's see. I think I think one can be like you know, like a skull, but like with like the bits, some bits still on it. But then it needs to be forward just a little bit. It's too overlappy. Just give you out there. You know, like, but then the rest of the body is sort of like intact-ish. You know, like when you find a shorebird that sort of started to come apart a little on the beach. You know, Halloween. And it's yeah, like the muscles on its legs have like desiccated some. That's trial by bone, Skeksis quail. Oh dear. Oh, let's see what, and then one that's like its head is like back at a weird angle. Um, I love that of all the things we've done today, like this is definitely the most horrifying. This is definitely the most horror we've managed. Is zombie quail. Somehow this is definitely the worst. This one's dragging its wings. And feathers are like falling off as it goes. Michiyuke says Shep will hit the eyes. Yes, that's why I'm doing them. I'm doing them to be creepy. I'm making them horrible on purpose. Ooh, and one dragging itself along the ground, maybe. It's got its head up and its mouth open. It turns out it's like alarmingly difficult to put birds in poses that like they just don't belong in. Like there's no reference for horrible zombie bird poses. It's crawling along on the ground. With the wings. With the wings out. But like its bill has fallen open. Like extra. Or maybe it has like full blood. No, that's not as scary somehow. I don't know, it's drooling. It's drooling slime? I don't know what's happening. It's horrible. It's horrible. Everything is bad and scary. Everything is bad and scary and I sort of love it. The Mappa Scientist says, I am in and out as I'm ordering Christmas presents for a D&D group. Yes, okay. A horde of zombie quail. Going towards this loon who is let's put this poor loon in some chainmail. I'm starting to worry about it. You know, just a little bit of a hallberg, you know, just let's cover the torso. And then we'll do some growing flames that are going to hopefully dispose of the zombies. You know. Might be Scientist says if I could legally mail everyone in the party gin, I would, but stupid laws. Yes, no one ships gin to anything. Kitchener says, geez, I look away for 3 minutes and everything got so much worse. Quote, in a good way. Yeah, I really went for it here with the zombie quail. Right, and the corn maze. Just some... No, I don't need a map to corn mazes. The internet. Stop it. I just wanted a visual of a row of corn is all. I mean, I know what corn looks like. It just in this context, how shall I? Okay, and then behind them is a corn maze. I don't want to take away from the zombies, though. So. So I'm going to try and keep the... keep the corn maze subtle in the background, which is not the easiest thing to do. Because corn's kind of a busy grass-like plant, but let's do our best. To make it clear that we're in a corn maze. Without detracting from the zombie quail at all. Because no one should detract from the zombie quail. Just some corn stalks that go on forever. They're definitely in the way of this magic effect, so we're just gonna make them fade away into the background there. There we go. Corn maze. Corn maze. Corn maze. Quail zombies. Is a thing that has happened. Shannon Serene's gonna head out and start cooking dinner. Joseem1100 says maybe it's foggy. Yeah, it's, you know, there's fog. It's fine. There's a horrifying cold mist in the ground rolling around because the zombies are coming, we'll say. Saved. Thank you, Arcraft. The file is saved. And now it is 6:17, and it is time to start wrapping up this stream. We've got our loon and some quail zombies in a corn maze. We've got the pelican eldritch horror Under the Sea, which is pretty great actually. I'm pretty pleased with it. And then we've got your favorite and mine, the Cordelia poster, for any excuse we can have. So that's us accomplishing our game. We'll just end on a close-up of these horrible quail. We'll just let that rest on screen for Halloween while we settle in to wrap up the stream. Mitch UK says, had oodles of fun tonight. Awesome stream. Thanks, Sarah. And the oyster catcher poster is my favoriteest thing ever. It's pretty. I'm pretty happy about it too. Pretty into the oyster catcher poster. Oh no, Hanicum is right. The arc of the zombie quail does lead down to the Potu. So I hope everybody had fun with our Halloween game. Glad Arcraft likes his new keyboard. Hope everyone is now in a good spooky Halloween mood. Have fun on Halloween, but be safe. Wear your masks. Stay 6 feet apart. Be good and kind. Eat your candy. Have fun with your costumes. I will see you not tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow. I'll cancel it on the schedule because tomorrow's Halloween and I'm going to do Halloween things for myself. I'll see you on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time for the usual Monday stream. Until then, have a good weekend. Happy Halloween. And I'll see you on the internet. Thanks for coming along for Zombie Quail. And have a good night. Bye.